Hello YouTube, my name is Crystal and today's video is going to be about traditional style dorm rooms versus apartment style dorm room. I have experience in this because my first year I lived in a traditional style dorm room, and now my sophomore year I live in an apartment style dorm room. And if you see me looking down, I wrote notes just so I don't forget anything, just so I'm able to make this video as best as I can. So the first point is room size. Okay, so last year, well, there's different types of standard dorms or traditional dorms. For example, there's a single. Number two, there's a double. That's the one I lived in. The next is a triple, 3 people. And in some cases, there is 4 people in a room. I do understand, like the single, have your own space, or a double where you want another person to live in, but I feel personally that a 3-person or a 4-person is too much girls in one room, because they don't give enough space, and girls and all our chemicals running, like it's too many girls in one space. So I feel like the single or a double is best. So the room size. So last year I had a traditional double, just like I said, and it was me and my other roommate. So I was fortunate to be able to pick my roommate, and she was one of my friends from high school, middle school, preschool, no, not preschool, but 2nd grade. We became friends, and it's just so cool, our relationship, and we were able to bring that into college. So I was fortunate enough to have a great roommate. We did not argue, we did not have any tension, no fights. Like when each other's boyfriends would come, we would know, we'll give each other respect. So in that sense, I had a good roommate. Also, my other friends that I met that year, she had a not so good roommate. She used to always be bringing different boys in the room, or just not respecting the space. But I was fortunate to get a good roommate, so I'm happy because of that. So the first thing is room size. So in the traditional size, they gave us a room. It wasn't that big, but it wasn't that small. It was an okay size for just a traditional room size. Like, I definitely seen smaller dorm size for 2 people, and I definitely seen bigger rooms. So for my school, they gave us a pretty decent size dorm. Also in that dorm, it came with like a shelf so you can put your clothes. It came with a closet, a desk. It did not come with a refrigerator. It did not come with a microwave. You had to go and buy it out yourself. So if you guys are interested in doing that, then you have to go and get that yourself. Well, for if you're going to my school. But schools may vary. Some might provide it, some might not. So you just have to make sure you look into your school's descriptions on dorms. So room size, it wasn't that small. I kind of enjoyed it, especially since I was already close to my roommate. Probably for some people, if you don't know your roommate, you probably want your own space. So you might think, oh, a traditional style double the room is too small. But for me, in my experience, the space was fine. It only got kind of like, oh my God, this is small, when let's say my stuff was cluttered, because my roommate, she's kind of like the clean freak or whatever. So it only was like, okay, this place is getting a little small when my stuff is cluttered. So that's when I knew, like, okay, I need to clean it up so we can have more space. And now I live in an apartment style dorm, and the spaces are completely different, First thing that is different is that everybody in our, I live in a 4-person now. Well, for the apartment style, you can have a single, so just you and the kitchen and the living room area. You can have a double, and that's 2 people. You guys both get your own room and a kitchen. You guys share the kitchen and the living room area. And I got a 4-person, and we share there's 2 bathrooms, and 2 people share 1 bathroom. The other set of 2 people, they share the other bathroom, and we both share 1 living room space. And compared to a traditional style double, it is completely different. Like, it is so big. Okay, so we get our own rooms. For example, last year I had to share a room with my roommate, whereas this year, living with 3 other girls, I'm able to get my own room and have my own space in my own section. So I don't have to worry about a girl knocking on my door saying, oh, I want to come and sleep, because she has her own room, she has her own space. So we don't confide, or we don't, I don't know, we just don't, you know, mess up in that tension or in our spaces. The bathrooms, we have our own bathrooms and own living room. So it's kind of different because in the double, we didn't have our own bathrooms, but I'll touch on that later. And we did not have a living room, so it's kind of cool to, you know, have another space you can stay in a study room. I mean, there are always study rooms, like a study lounge, like that's where I'm staying right now, the study room, doing this video. And there's also just general spaces that you can be in, but it's nice to have your own section, and which is not your own, because sometimes you don't always want to be in your room. Sometimes you just want to relax in the living room, because I know me, I prefer to stay in the living room than my room. Like, I like to see everything that's going on. I don't want to be, you know, enclosed in my room and just don't know what's happening in the apartment. So we have a living room area. I know in our room, it came with the same things as a double. It came with a shelf, a closet, a desk. Comes with a bed, obviously. Sorry, tweak moment. It came with a bed, obviously. It did not come with a microwave or a fridge inside the room, but in the kitchen, it did. It did come with a refrigerator or a microwave, and that was so convenient. But you guys do have to check your school description on dorms, because I know for my school and in another dorm, it does not come with a microwave, so they have to buy their own microwave. But just so make sure that you check your school description, so you're not like, oh, I have a microwave. You go to school and you're like, wait, I don't actually have a microwave. So you guys definitely want to do that. Yeah, so definitely just check your school's description. So the next thing, I think I touched everything on the room size. The next thing is the bathroom. So for the traditional double, I stayed in a community style bathroom. Now hold on, wait, do not judge. Wait. Are you guys waiting? Okay, good. So the original thought, even my initial thought was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to share a bathroom with 12 other girls. Oh my God, they're gonna be so junky. Oh, I don't know what to do. I can't do this. Like, how is this gonna happen? Like, I don't know, but it's not as bad as you think. It's really not as bad as you think, because you have to think about it. You and the other girls, you guys have different schedules. So for example, I had 8 a.m.s. So I was always up at 6:30 or 7 getting ready, and nobody was in the bathroom at that time. Nobody was in the bathroom. So it's like I had that whole big section to myself. In the bathroom, well, you guys, like I said, check your own school description, but for my bathroom, we have 4 bathrooms, 4 stalls, excuse me, and 4 bathrooms. Excuse me, 4 stalls and 6 sinks and 4 showers. So that's what we have. But like I said, it changes, so do check your own school description. And so basically at 7 or 6 in the morning, I'm getting ready and I do not see anybody. So I'm like, okay, this is not that bad. You know, you start to see girls when it's like 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 at the afternoon, like the beginning of the afternoon. So that's when you start to see girls. And even that, there's no girls, they're not trying to bother you. They're trying to focus and get their stuff done so they can make it to class on time. So don't think that nobody's going to be bothering you or, you know, torturing you. Like, no. Please remove all those thoughts from your head. Everybody's trying to focus on their own and get to their own destination. But community style bathrooms, they're really not bad. I never actually had to wait for a bathroom, a stall or a shower to be open. It was always open for me. Even on like Saturday nights or midday, like at the most it would have been like 3 people are showering in their own individual shower. So there's always like I said, there's 4, so there was 1 left for me. So I never actually had to wait. So it's not that bad. And I actually do prefer for freshmen or first years, or even if it's your first time in this school, to do a community style or traditional room, because that's where you make all your bonds. You know, that's where you make all your bonds. You're able to talk to other girls. I know it sounds weird talking to other girls in the bathroom, but you're able to talk to other girls and just form that bond or, you know, relationship between people, you know. So it's nice to have that at least for your first year of college, you know, just to have that friendship. And I promise you, it's not that bad. But there's also different types of bathroom. For example, there's clusters. So I know for my school, we have an 8-person cluster. cluster, and they share one bathroom. And we also have a 4-person cluster, and they also share one bathroom as well. So it depends on your price limit, how much you want to pay. But for my example, I would definitely recommend doing a community style bathroom. It's not that bad because everybody's on their own thing. And for me personally, I did not have to wait. I really hope I'm not asking you guys. Whew. Anyways, so I covered the bathrooms. The distance from the class. Wait, I didn't even. Oh my god, I didn't even talk about the bathrooms for apartment style. Okay, so the bathroom for apartment style, like I said, there's a single. So in a single, obviously you get one bathroom. For a 2-person apartment style room, you get one bathroom. So 2 people share the same bathroom. And like I live in a 4-person, and we both have our own. No, 2 people is sharing one bathroom, and 2 people is sharing another bathroom. So it's definitely, you know, I feel like it, in a sense, that could be more busier than the community style. Because let's say your roommate is taking a shower at 8 a.m. in the morning and brushing her teeth, and she closes the door, and you're like, wait, I need to get in and get ready for class. And this has happened to me more than once or twice, whereas the community style bathroom, I never had to wait. I always went in and did my thing because, you know, it's more stalls, more things. But when it's one shared for like 2 people, I had to wait. So I don't know. It's just, you just have to be kind of on top of your roommate, or I don't know, just know her schedule. She has to know yours, so you guys can communicate and designate like what time you guys are going to be in the bathroom. Whereas me and my roommate didn't, because we really do not talk. So I don't know. So basically, I don't know, just you guys have to know your own preference. So the apartment style, it's nice having like my own bathroom, like whereas the community style, I had to walk down the hall to go to the bathroom. And the bathroom now in my apartment style is like right opposite my room, so it's really close, takes like 1 second to get in there. So I don't know, it's just your preference. So the next topic is the distance from class. Okay, so I feel, well, at least for my school and my friend's schools surrounded by surrounding like the Chicagoland area, they're traditional doubles or singles, traditional room. Let me just say traditional rooms. They're close by classes. For example, my school, it's literally, you can wake up and run to your class. Not even just walk to your class in less than 5 minutes and still be on time, and probably even make it before the teacher. So in that sense, traditional rooms, they're definitely closer to class. So let's say you're not an early bird, or you don't like to wake up, or you don't like to go to class. That is probably best for you, because you just like to wake up and go to class. Whereas where I live now in the apartment style, it's probably a 10 to 15 minute walk from class. So unfortunately, you cannot just wake up, throw some clothes on, and run to class. You do have to be, you know, you really do have to like plan and make sure you're on time, and wake up probably an hour and 30 or 2 hours before your class to get ready to make it on time. So it depends on how you are. So I don't know, if you're just, I don't want to say lazy, but if you just like to sleep, well, who doesn't like to sleep? But if you just think in the morning, like, do I really want to go to class or not? Probably the traditional style is better for you. But if you know that you can get up 2 hours before class, 1 hour before class, to like, you know, get ready and designate like probably 10 to 20 minutes to get to class on time, then I think you guys can do the apartment style. Well, that's for my school. I don't know about your school. I'm not saying that it's for all schools, but for my school, that's how it is. Roommates. Woo! Roommates. Okay, like I said before in the before in my video, I was fortunate to room with somebody that I knew. I took that for I took it for granted, because me and her, we always used to get along. We always used to talk. Like, that's like my best friend, and she's still actually my best friend now. She's actually still my best friend. Excuse me for playing with my hair, I'm sorry. But she's still my best friend. And yeah, so just room with your best friend. And a lot of people say, oh, don't room with your best friend. In some cases, maybe you shouldn't, so you don't want to temper that relationship. But I did, and it worked out. So I am a person that can agree and testify and support whoever wants to room with their best friend. Excuse me. So we didn't get into fights. We we really didn't even talk about the times we can be in the room, or like if our boyfriends came over, and you know, we really did not talk about that. It was just like, okay girl, you gonna be in the room? Okay, I'm finna go get something to eat, or find something to do or something, and you just tell me when y'all are done, or you know, when I can come in or something. Like, I don't know, it's just, we really didn't talk about it because it was just, she was my best friend. I don't know, or she still is. But now I have never experienced something like this. Okay, so like I said, I room with 3 other girls, and the girl that I live with, one of the girls that I live with is extremely dirty, extremely dirty. Like, she loves to cook, and she can cook. She be throwing down. Like, I be smelling the food, and it's like, okay girl, yes girl, you can cook. But she tries to clean up, and it's like, it's just smeared. Like, it's not clean at all, and it's just disgusting. Like, and she's one of the girls who, like, you know, likes to wash her hair in the bathroom. You see hair all over the sink. Like, I never dealt with anything or anybody like this. I feel like that's just common knowledge, common courtesy. If you wash your hair in the bathroom, you see hair on the wall, you know, just get your hand, swoop it, or, you know, get a towel or some tissue and just swoop it and clean it. Swoop it and clean it. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I have never dealt with it. And it's really, it got really annoying. Just really annoying. Really annoying. So that's the girl on my side, the one that I share the bathroom with. So the other 2 girls that I lived with first semester, they were cool. One, they actually had the same name, which is pretty cool. I don't know if they even planned that or anything, but they actually have the same name. And they were cool. One of them, she cleaned well after herself. And another one, she didn't clean, but she didn't clean because she never made a mess. Like, I promise you, she would eat like TV dinners or like box dinners, box lunches every day. Or she might, let's say, make a breakfast sandwich once, but she'll clean that. But she will mostly eat breakfast dinners. And I'm just like, okay girl, is that good? Is it all right? Is it good? I hope it is, girl, while I'm just chefing it up. But they were cool. Unfortunately, now second semester, those 2 girls, it's funny how those 2 girls, they do not live in the apartment that I currently stay in, which is the same one. One of them found a cheaper apartment that is not campus or not owned by our school. So she found a cheaper apartment in the city. And another one decided to room with her teammates because she is on one of our school's team. So she decided that it would be better if she just lived with her teammates. So it's kind of sad, like, oh. But if you think about it, you're probably thinking like, oh, why are you sad? Because, you know, that means you have more space. Now it's like a 4-person is now a 2-person because, you know, the other 2 left. But my school does not play any games. When I say they do not play any games at all. So they ended up putting 2, well, they were supposed to put 2 people. One person showed up, and she's cool. She's nice, you know. She starts conversation. She's really cool. I really enjoy her presence. She's really cool. And the other girl, it says that she was supposed to come, but I never seen her, so I'm guessing she never came. I don't know. But yeah, so the other roommate that just moved in, she's nice. She's cool. The other ones that moved out, they were good roommates. But it's just this one that is on my side. I don't know what's happening. Like, truthfully, hopefully you guys will, if you guys get apartment style, try to room with your friends. Like, please room with your friends. Room with your friends. So you guys can have that common agreement. So if, like, you don't room with a stranger and it's like kind of awkward trying to tell them about themselves, and it's like things that they should already know, so you really don't want to like hurt nobody's feelings. I don't know. Just try to room with your friends or people that you know. So like if something happens, you're able to say something instead of like feeling awkward. Okay, roommates, events in dorms. Okay, so in all dorms, they have events sponsored by or held by the RAs. So an RA, if you don't know, is just basically a student who is like in charge of the floor or half the floor, just to make sure, you know, everything is going all right, you know, just to keep like an eye on the residents, or, you know, like if you're in need or in trouble, if you need help, you can also go to them. We also have peer mentors. So let's say you need help with your English homework, your trig homework, any type of homework they should be able to help you with. So we do have a peer mentor, and we do have an RA on our floor. So the RAs, they hold events every month. They're supposed to hold an event every month. So basically there's always events going on in the dorms. I'm telling you, and I know this is at all dorms. Well, it should be at all dorms, that all events are always going on in the residence hall. So if you guys are looking into colleges and you're like, oh my God, I don't want my resident hall to be boring, it's not going to be boring, because there's always events that interest you. And the events range from, if you're interested in anime, or I know my favorite vlogger, my favorite person is called Jayla, and she's also an RA, and she did like a beauty event where like she did people's hair, talked about makeup, so nail polishes. So the events range, like movie nights, anything, like it's just ranging. So there's always something to do in the dorms if you want to participate with that. Me personally, I feel like, I don't know if it was me being a first year or just living in a traditional style, I feel like people are more willing to go to the events in a traditional style. Whereas apartment style, we're just like, okay, we did that last year or the year before. I'm kind of grown. I do not want to go to any events unless it's something of their interest. But me personally, what I've seen, and speaking from my behalf, like I feel like I was more willing to go to an event living in the traditional style instead of the apartment style. And that also affects like your friends and like the friends you make, because since you're always going to events, you're always moving. The community style bathroom has you always interacting with people. It's just, I don't know, it just, you make more friends. It's like everything that happens in a traditional style, I feel like you make more friends, whereas now in an apartment style, everything is just closed off. It's just you and yourself and your friends and your roommates. I don't know. So I just feel like if you want to make new friends, or if you're going to a school for the... You guys hear that? Firefighter. Police. Okay. Anyways, let's bring it back. Okay. So I don't know. I just feel that if you want to make new friends, or this is your first time in this university, I probably do feel like a traditional style is better for you, only if you want to make friends and be more involved. Because I don't, speaking from my experience in the apartment style, I feel like everybody already has their friend group, and they're just like, okay, I already have enough friends, I'm focused on schoolwork, I don't need to interact with anybody extra. So I don't know, if you want to make new friends, or you know, go to friends, try to do the community style bathroom like dorms, or just the traditional style dorms, just to make new friends. Look at the next topic. It's dorms. And I also talked about meeting friends, especially in the traditional style rooms. In the traditional style dorms, we have 4 buildings connected to each other. So it's like the center building. This is not how it actually is, but I'm just trying to like say it where you guys can understand it. So this is the main building, and this is just like the student center. It has like, you know, the cafe, or like different restaurants or study lounges. It's also connected by like one, so I'm not gonna say the names of the dorms, because you know. So let's say this is PPP, connected to the main one. This is ZZZ, connected to the main building. This is SSS and RRR. So basically, for my school, at least that I know of, the community style rooms, they're all connected to one building. So I feel like even that, having the connection from other like buildings to your building, it just makes you more willing to talk to people, more friends. I don't know, it just makes you want to talk to people and make friends. Whereas you have apartment style, is just one building and you're friends with your friends. Or if you want to make friends in your apartment style. But me personally, this is my second semester in my apartment style, and I feel like I haven't made any other new friends than last year. So all the friends that I made in the traditional style friends are all my friends still now in the apartment style. And I haven't made any new friends. And it's not like I don't want to make friends, because I love to make friends. I love to talk, I love to interact. But it just, everybody's on their own, so you just don't bother people, I guess. That's the way they make it seem. Okay, food. Okay, so in the traditional style rooms, it also comes with a meal plan. So like I said, the food, it comes in the traditional style rooms. So for my school, I know at least, but like I said, always check your own school's descriptions. Since our school, it doesn't come with a kitchen in each room or each floor, you have to have a meal plan living in those rooms. Like, you just have to. You can't say, oh, I'm just gonna opt out of the cafe. No, you have to. You have to eat the cafe food. You have to have the meal plan. And for my school, at least, the food, the first week, the second week, and let's push it to the third week, it was good. I was like, okay, pizza, okay, burgers, okay, fries, okay, salads, okay. But as it goes on, it's just like, oh my God, they're still making this. We can't have any new food, like any variety. I would say that the breakfast was really good. I really loved the fresh fruits, granolas, waffles. I really enjoyed all of that. That was really nice. So, I don't know. That was really nice for my school. But the cafe food was not that hot, in my opinion. Not that hot. And transitioning from like living at home with your parents to the cafe food, it's a big difference. Like, for example, I'm like Nigerian, anyways, I'm Nigerian, and my mom makes a whole bunch of Nigerian food. And Nigerian food, I feel, in my opinion, is healthier than American food. So at home, I never really ate American food. I always used to just eat African food, Nigerian food. And then, like, coming to college and seeing the cafe food, I'm like, oh my God, this is pizza, this is fries, burgers. I've never seen it before. Oh my God, this is wonderful. So, in result of that, I gained 25 pounds my first year. Oh, also, freshman 15, it's very real. It's very real. Like, skip 15, I hit 25. I hit 25. And I could definitely see it. If you guys also want to even see how I looked at that time, you can also go to my other videos, because I did have update weight losses for that. But like, just basically, freshman 15 is real. And the cafe food for my school, at least, is not that hot. But I'm not saying this about all schools, because I see on Instagram other schools they serve them crab, lobsters, well done Chinese food. It's just hot. I'm looking at their food, okay, that's good. Why isn't ours like that? Like, we pay a lot of money for ours too. Why isn't our food like that? Also, the apartment style with the food, since you do have a kitchen and a living room area, they do not include the meal plan. But if you want a meal plan as well, they can be glad to add it on. But the meal plan is not included with the apartment style rooms. And I feel like that's why, I mean, because usually people at my school, they go their first and second year in the traditional style rooms, and then their junior and senior years, they did apartment styles. But me personally, I knew that if I was to stay in a traditional room and to eat that food, I probably would have gained 60 pounds. So I knew I had to do what's best for me and what's best for my health. And I chose the apartment style, and I like making my own food. I like knowing what is in my food. I like, trying new recipes, asking my friends, oh, how do you make that? And also doing it myself. And also, you have to prepare yourself for the real world. So I feel like I'm learning, how to be on my own by, making my own food and learning all that great, yummy recipes, which are very healthy. So, yeah, but in the summer, I lost 20 pounds. But I gained some now, but we're not going to talk about that, because we're just not going to talk about that. But definitely the food, just to get back on topic, the food at most universities are not that hot. But that's probably from my school, speaking from my experience. But probably you get to go to a school where their food is always on point, stays on point. So hopefully that's your, that's your portion. So I talked about food. I talked about the room size, what comes in the room, the bathroom, distance from classes, roommates, events in dorms, meeting friends, and I talked about food. I think I already said that. So if you have any more questions that I did not address in my video, please comment. Keep it positive. Let's have interact with my subscribers. And if you have a YouTube channel, also say, hey, I have a YouTube channel as well. Can you subscribe to me, watch my videos, tell me what you think. Also tell me what you think of my video as well. I really do appreciate the criticisms. I hope this video was great and you guys learned, and I hope you guys got more information on what dorm or what apartment would be best for you if you want to do traditional style for probably one more year, or if you want to go to the apartment styles. And I forgot to mention this, that the apartment style dorms at my school is not offered to the first year, so you have to be a second year and older to be able to get these rooms. So freshmen, sorry if you're going to a school like mine, you do have to start in a traditional size room, so I'm sorry about that, but people do it, therefore you guys can do it, so don't lose hope. If I didn't, like I said, if I didn't address anything, leave it in the comment bar and I will be happy to respond to your comments and answer them on my opinions and my experiences. And you guys are probably wondering, like, okay, is there any parties in the dorms? There's always parties in the dorms. There's always parties in the dorms. It might get shut down because, the RA, like I said, is on the dorm, on the floor. But some instances, they do not get shut down, and there are hot parties in the dorm. So I know I did not make a subtopic for that, but I feel like that's expected. There's parties. It's college. Anyways, so do subscribe if you guys have not subscribed. Subscribe. There'll be videos every week. And I hope you guys have a good day and God bless.